Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Ramsey. The US military has prevented a second suicide bombing attack on Kabul Airport in Afghanistan. According to the group, a drone strike was launched on a vehicle thought to be operated by the terror group ISIS-K. The US believes the car was carrying explosives. There was a large secondary blast after the drone strike. Meantime, the bodies of the 13 US Marines killed in Friday's bombings in Kabul have arrived back in the United States this morning. US President Joe Biden spent several hours with the families of the victims before the military plane from Afghanistan arrived in Delaware. Britain has ended its 20-year mission in Afghanistan. The last UK soldiers to serve there have arrived home today and were welcomed by British Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
After all that suffering, all that sacrifice, let me speak directly to the families and loved ones of those British troops who gave their all. Your suffering and your hardship were not in vain.
22 prisons across New South Wales are now on high alert after a COVID outbreak at a Sydney correctional facility. At least 12 inmates tested positive to coronavirus at the Parkley prison before inmates were sent out to other jails. There's reports at least 6 guards have since tested positive at Bathurst Jail. Cessnock and Silverwater have been placed into a tighter COVID lockdown. Victoria's lockdown is set to be extended beyond Thursday. It's after 92 local COVID cases were recorded in the state yesterday, with 300 of the state's active cases affecting those under the age of 20. And Australia is now 8th on the medal tally at the Paralympics in Tokyo after winning 36 medals, including 15 gold. Our latest gold medal came in the women's 800-metre wheelchair final, Madison Di Rosario winning Australia's first gold on the track. To more sport news, Max Verstappen has been handed the Belgian Formula One Grand Prix, which was ruined by rain. George Russell was second and Lewis Hamilton third. Daniel Ricciardo came in fourth. In AFL, the Western Bulldogs beat Essendon 85-36 in the last qualifying final, and Penrith has a chance to win the minor NRL Premiership after their 30-16 win over the West Tigers. In entertainment news, Kanye West's new album Donda has finally been released after multiple listening parties and release dates. And slasher film Candyman has dominated at the US box office, bringing in more than $22 million in its first 3 days of release. That's your latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.